Kind of a subdued Royal Rumble this year, ain't it? Oh well, it's still a Royal Rumble, dang it! I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blog who always tells it like it is. Being the first time since the mid-1990s that there wasn't a WWE Premium Live event between Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble, you would have thought they would hype the Rumble a bit more. I mean, it's the start of the road to WrestleMania, for crimini's sake. The last thing you want is for people to get up on the on-ramp and run into construction delays. This 36th rendition of the Battle Royal with a Twist still has plenty of room for surprise comebacks, and not just the well-hyped comeback of the American Nightmare. Plus, I can't help but think the reward for the winner hasn't changed, and that Roman Reigns or Kevin Owens will have to defend one of the two belts against the winner, and the other against someone else. Fingers crossed. Now, the Women's Rumble being underhyped is typical, but I am interested as to who will show up from NXT and maybe from other promotions. Throw in the Undisputed Championship match, a Raw Women's title shot, and a pitch black match. And let's hope the show is worth more than the hype. Here are my predictions for Royal Rumble 2023. Let's start with the first ever sponsored match, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. It has been far too many months since Wyatt's return to the WWE, and this will be his first match since. I would like to think the character is well established by now, thanks. As to exactly what a pitch black match is, let alone why they felt it had to be sponsored, I think it'll be like a blindfold match. I mean, no way do they dim all the lights and let people sit in the dark and just hear the match going on. That's ridiculous. Now, one may think this is a rookie versus veteran result, but if Bray doesn't win, why did he bother coming back? Winner is Bray Wyatt. Raw Women's Championship match, Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. Okay, this one has me perplexed. On the one hand, I think Belair's run with the title has more or less reached its limit, and someone needs to take it from her. On the other hand, why would it be Bliss? Wouldn't that inhibit her from rejoining Wyatt on SmackDown until the next draft, whenever that may be? And don't get me wrong, Bliss is a fine competitor, and this shift back to the Firefly side of the road is probably the only thing keeping her in the company right now. After all, it worked pretty well before WrestleMania 37 wrecked it, but is it enough to stop the EST of the WWE? I don't know, but I doubt it. It'll be the sleeper match of the night, the one that'll be better than advertised, but I think Belair has a lock on the belt up to WrestleMania. Winner and still champ Bianca Belair. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns defends against Kevin Owens. Again. Let's face uncomfortable facts, folks. Reigns is running out of contenders. Now, the Rumble may prove otherwise, but until then, we have this rehash of the match from 2 Rumbles ago. Only this time it's with a crowd, and it must be kept in the ring. If this isn't where Sami Zayn breaks ties with the Bloodline and returns to his frenemy Owens, I have no idea when that'll be. No mistake, though, this will essentially be a 5-on-1, at least until Adam Pearce kicks the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Zayn out of the building. Not that Reigns needs to help, really. He's more than capable of beating Owens relatively cleanly, but will he, though? My thought is, Zayn will do something to protect the Tribal Chief from Owens, and it will get Reigns disqualified. Reigns will then get pissed at Zayn, attack him, and Owens will come for the save. Pipe dream? Maybe, but I'm willing to make this bold prediction. Winner by disqualification is Kevin Owens, keeping Roman Reigns the champ. 7th Annual Women's Royal Rumble match. Winner to receive a Raw or SmackDown Women's title match at WrestleMania 39. Talk about a lack of hype. Not even half the field has been publicly announced. And there was a fair bit of complaints about the lack of women on Raw is 30 and on SmackDown yesterday. Don't know what Triple H has against them, or if Vince told him to tone it down. But that makes picking a winner next to impossible. With so many slots still open, who knows who will be part of it, let alone win it. Now, I made a joke on Twitter stating that the Impact's Knockouts champ would enter and win the Rumble, then challenge and beat the NXT Women's champ at WrestleMania, and Impact and NXT would finally merge. I did say it was a joke, folks. While Mickie James may return again, she won't be winning. So, basically, I looked for someone who needs to win a title soon or her career in the WWE will collapse. And that person is Bayley. Despite Damage Control being under her wings, she needs to become a champ herself to get some respect back. My primary pick, therefore, is Bayley. Secondary is Liv Morgan because I'm very interested to see how far she takes this give zero Fs angle. Finally, Men's Royal Rumble match. Winner to receive a title match at WrestleMania 39. Whether it's the two titles combined or only one of them is still up for debate. I'd like to think it's time that Reigns not only loses both belts, but also when they are split apart again. Anyway, a few last-minute entrants signed in over the week. Xavier Woods, The Miz, Brock Lesnar, which is always a worrisome prospect, and even Dominic Mysterio, who will start the slow climb toward taking on his father at WrestleMania, if not before. Chances are a few tag teams will enter, and maybe the return of Edge. Who knows? But the return of Cody Rhodes has been hyped as much as when Triple H returned following his vicious injury a few decades ago. That year, Triple H won the Rumble and went on to win a title at WrestleMania. Cody let everyone know after last WrestleMania that his goal was to win the title his daddy could not. And he is definitely an odds-on favorite given all the talk about his recovery. If not him, I think Braun Strowman would be a good secondary pick, though Lesnar and Bobby Lashley might have something to say about that. So, primary pick for winner is Cody Rhodes, secondary is Braun Strowman. Those are my picks. Next week, Vengeance Day picks. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. Stay safe, pray for peace, and I'll see ya